Hi everybody, welcome back to Majestic Collectibles. New arrivals, August 2022 DC Comics Silver Age Collection. Video number 4, the 4th tub, the last video for this collection. Again, special thanks to Mark for calling me up and contacting me and letting me purchase the collection. If you guys get a chance, click like, hit subscribe, and check out our other videos. Leave me your questions and comments. Come and see me at the shows. Labor Day, Dickinson County Fairgrounds, Merle Hay Mall in Des Moines, the 24th and 5th of September, and Capital City Card Convention, end of September, first 2 days in October. I think this, I don't know if this is all war, but it's going to be a lot of war, probably about half war titles on here. And again, you got a lot of great Kubert covers. Good dinosaur cover on that one. Enemy Ace, which is still popular, not quite as much as it used to be, but so just some neat stuff. For war titles, you know, pretty much the only ones I have any interest in from collectors are the Sergeant Rock, so Our Army at War and Sergeant Rock, and the GI Combat, and then the Star Spangled War Stories dinosaur covers. And once in a while a gray tone cover, or a cover like this. That's really a great cover. Joe Kubert. Got the Nazi snow monster kind of cover there. So there are a few cover collectors out there for some of that stuff. But overall, I do not have a big demand for a lot of war books. Probably even the newer war books do a lot better. The Nam and Semper Fi from Marvel. They're not super valuable, but they do sell. I do get people asking me about them. But the Our Fighting Forces, yeah, I do not have hardly any interest in that. GI Combat, you know, it's kind of neck and neck with the Sergeant Rock stuff. And it does have, I think, pretty good run of covers. I think that if you're talking just covers on a monthly basis, I think your Sergeant Rock and GI Combat are probably some of the best for your DC war books. The best covers I still think are Atlas war books from the 50s, but I'll tell you what, they're not worth hardly anything. I don't see them a lot, but I can usually pick them up really economically when I do see them. Oh, there we go. This is a book I do not see a lot, which is it's a giant size, only a quarter giant size, not the 50-60 cent stuff. But it's not one that appears very often, and I'll actually have to look. I had a subscription to GI Combat for, well, right up until the end. Same with Sergeant Rock. And I don't know if I have that book, though. I'll have to look in my collection and see if I have it. You notice these are, I got to be a little careful. They don't have backing boards in them. And of course I'm out of backing boards right now for the Silver Age, so kind of a bad combination on that. And here's some Army stuff. Average grade again is probably VG. That's a classic battle cover, flag cover, patriotic cover, whatever you want to call it. That's usually pretty sought after. Anytime you get the American flag on there. So really, just really sharp stuff. And these again, grade-wise, VG to fine on a lot of them. There's probably a few we'll get here towards the higher numbers that are a little better, but most of these are probably right in that VG fine range. And almost all Kubert covers. I don't know how many covers. He did, like, for DC War books, he did every cover, almost every cover, and then he'd get a couple, 3. They must have sent him on vacation. He'd get a couple, 3 every year that would fill in with somebody else, and then he'd be right back at it on pretty much every single DC War book there was. So to say Joe is prolific is a bit of an understatement. Did Tarzan too, and he did a great job on Tarzan. Whoop. Got a sticker. I'm going to put that down before I drop it. Now you're going to see something a little bit unusual in this collection, and that's a duplicate. I did not have a lot of duplicates in this collection. But, you know, it's Silver Age, and you're not going to, you know, you're not going to turn down anything from this era, duplicate or beat up or otherwise. And here we're getting into some World's Finest. Again, not the most popular title. But, you know, I got Supergirl, Batgirl on that one. So that's a little better one. Revenge Squad. You know, not a lot going on in these. That's a pretty low grade one. You can see it's got the chunk out. This and Brave and the Bold. I do not have a lot of collector interest in them. I do have some okay covers. I got to tell you, the covers were a bit hit or miss on this series. I thought the Brave and the Bold actually had a lot better covers as far as the cover runs go on them. And got some early Giant size, 80-page Giant. You know, and always the stories are a bit contrived, because how do you have a Superman with a you know, a lowly human basically, and have, you know, Batman contribute or do anything? And usually, you know, Batman turned in to be kind of the brains of the outfit, or in disguise, or having some, you know, weird angle on something. I don't know. It's kind of the same story arc, same story plot, kind of over and over. There's Joker, which you didn't see him on a ton of covers back then. That wasn't really until the 70s where he kind of re-exploded and became the Joker most people know today in comics and movies and such. All right, so here we go. That was a pretty good cover there. Whoops. They get slippery when they don't have backing boards back there, I'll tell you. All right. Bondage cover, Demon Superman. The stories, I thought, actually got a little bit better in the 15-cent era, which is not a very well collected area. Nobody's really looking for them for a lot of stuff on these 15-cent DC books. But I think the stories actually did improve considerably in that run. Superman Flash, which is interesting. Batman's on the cover. Unfortunately, pretty low grade. It's a pretty trashed copy. And here's another one, Superman, Green Lantern, Dr. Fate. So you know, they're trying to change things up a little bit, I think. Keep it interesting. And this was actually a better fit, Green Lantern, Dr. Fate with Superman, than I think Batman ever was. Superman and the Atom, and then, oh look who's back, Batman. I think the thing is, Batman sold him comics. Even if it was harder to write the stories, I think having Batman in them probably did result in better sales, to be honest with you, because of the popularity of the character. And we got one stack left, guys, out of this awesome collection. If you get a chance, come check us out on Facebook, YouTube, eBay, website, whatever, Majestic Collectibles. On all of those, you should be able to track us down pretty easy in this day and age of social media. So here we go. Now I'm going to go on to the Brave and the Bold, which is collected even less than the World's Finest, but I think is a really great book. I think is a very underestimated book, especially with some of these covers. The Starman Black Canary, fantastic cover on that. Batman vs. Eclipso. Flash and Doom Patrol. Batman Flash. Batman Hawkman. Batman Spectre. Again, Samurai cover. Those showed up in the Flash too. I think that was the last video, video 3. Batman Plastic Man. Again, a fantastic cover on that. Creeper with the grasshopper kind of dude, great cover. Just a really great cover run on these. The Batman Wildcat stories were pretty good. I did read most of the Brave and the Bold stuff, and I did like it better, quite a bit better than World's Finest. Phantom Stranger, again, one of my favorite DC characters. Adam Strange, another favorite of mine, and fantastic cover on that one. Thinking it's, I don't know, is it Neil? I'm trying to look for a signature. I don't know if it's Neil Adams or not. I'm thinking maybe one of those two are. Sergeant Rock, that was a really good story. And he teamed up a little later on, I think, too, after that, later in the run. Batman and Metamorpho actually have an interesting relationship. Batman was always trying to track down Simon Stagg. That accidentally created Metamorpho. Well, anyway, read the story. It's pretty cool. But a great character that's not utilized much. Deadman, gosh, another one of my favorite characters. Metal Men, I love them. Got the whole run of Metal Men. Black Canary, Jim Aparo cover on that. I think he's on this one. Yeah, that's another Aparo cover. Another Wildcat, Sergeant Rock. Really a good read, guys. If you want to pick up some cheap superhero stuff from this era and have some good reads, I do suggest Brave and the Bold. This one I always like because he's drawn the comic book cover, on the cover. He's watching them. So, and that's Sergeant Rock there on the storyboard. So that was really cool. Mr. Miracle. 4 famous co-stars. Green Lantern, Atom, Joker, and Two-Face. Another Deadman. Black Canary with a Joker cover. Unknown Soldier. That was a good story too. Another one of my favorite war books, Unknown Soldier. Supergirl. And they did have like some mystery. That happened a couple of times. That's a Whitman variant. I don't know if you noticed that. So probably came out of a 3-pack someplace. So just really good little run of that. Whoops. There we go. No backing board. Trying to be a little careful on those. And let's see what we have next. Okay. Oh yeah, we got some miscellaneous stuff. Not a whole lot of collector interest or value here. Tomahawk did have some great covers. Neil Adams did some Tomahawk covers, and they were good. And Tomahawk ran a long time, but nobody really picks them up. I think the Neil Adams covers, I haven't had them for a while, probably will sell. Just, it's Neil Adams, and they're really good covers. And a lot of people, I don't think, when you're thinking of Neil Adams covers, probably are not thinking of the Tomahawk. There's Batlash. I talked about him a couple videos ago. That was in Showcase. This is the regular series. Great covers. They're actually really interesting stories. I'm not a Western-themed guy. They really put a lot of... Nick Cardy cover. I talked about him, I think, in the first video. But they actually put a lot of effort into this book. It is a forgotten book. Nobody pays really much attention to it. Great covers on there. Great stories. Now here we go. House of Mystery. That might be the only one. I'm not sure. I got to see if I have that one. I think I do. Demon number 1. It's a low grade. Jack Kirby cover. Not a hard book to find. It's been going up a little bit, but nothing too exciting. Here's Metamorpho. Just got one, which is usually what I get if I get these. I don't get a lot. Sea Devils, which had some, well, you know, killer covers right there. Another gray tone. They were okay reads. They're a little up and down in the stories. I didn't get much out of them, but the covers are absolutely fantastic on a number of them. 1970s Joker, number 4. Green Arrow's in this one. Captain Action, you know, everybody's like, oh, Transformers tied in with the cartoon and stuff. Well, this was, you know, they made the action figures and tried to do the tie-in with the comics and everything. Didn't work. It was a 12-inch figure, you know, basically the G.I. Joe figure that wasn't called G.I. Joe is really all it amounted to. Captain Action, Jimmy Olsen, another kind of, I guess, I don't want to say forgotten title, just not one anybody has any interest in. Some okay covers on them, especially these earlier ones. You know, I think they're a little, some of them are a little better. At least got the Legion on that one. But, you know, again, the stories kind of seem to be about the same thing. And I can't remember. I think that was a Kirby cover. I'm not sure on that. I'd have to look that up on that 133. Oh yeah, Kirby is here. It says it right on top. That was out of order. Kind of surprised me there. Wasn't expecting that to be there. These do sell just because of the photos on there. So that's Don Rickles. That's Don Rickles, and it's a Kirby cover. So interesting. Another Kirby book for Jimmy Olsen there. Superboy is another book that doesn't get collected a lot, and I don't know. I was not a fan of the stories. It was a hard book for me to read. Few covers, you know, like that one. That'll sell. That's a really good Neil Adams cover on that. So again, that's about the only way I can sell a lot of these is by the cover art. Really rough book there. Some of those fair books, fair condition on those, you know, they'll probably just go in a $2 box, maybe a $1 box. We'll see how rough they are. So, you know, is not a big money maker on them. Again, some nice covers. Some nice covers. We got Lois Lane. That's pretty rough. It's an annual, and you can see it's chipped up and beat up pretty good. And these are pretty low grade there. That 28 is a low grade. So we got Adventure. We had Action and Superman earlier, so now we've got the Adventure books. If it's got the Legion in them, I can usually sell them. These are low grade, probably only fair. But they do sell if they usually have a Legion story or cover. There are some key books. There's some first appearances of Crypto, I think, was in there. Some of the Super Animals. A few other things. Maybe even Supergirl. I wonder if that was Kara's origin was in Adventure, possibly. So yeah, I mean, there's a few keys in here. Supergirl might sell. It's not as good as Wonder Woman. Again, I think it depends on the cover. I don't know. I always call that the O.J. Simpson cover. I don't know. I don't remember reading this one, so I don't know if that's true or not. But boy, it sure seems to be a strong coincidence. I always thought that looked like O.J. Simpson there. And one last stack. One last stack. We're almost there, guys. Thanks for sticking with me in all these videos. I know they're a little longer than usual, but I just thought you guys would wanna kind of see this. It's not something I get in every day. Now, I don't know if you noticed this. Her costume there, yeah, they kind of sexed that up a little bit, and then they went back to the standard. So this is 409, that's 410. So I don't know. I don't know if they tried it out and they got flack, but it didn't last long. A little sticky there. So we appreciate you checking it out. You know, you got any comments or questions, you know, let me know. Give me a holler if you're looking to sell some comics. Be happy to take a look at them. And here it is. Here's the last, whoop. Here's the last two of the batch right there. So that's it, guys. Thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.